listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with. You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Welcome, everybody.
Good afternoon, you beautiful people.
Happy Wednesday. This is going to be me and Holstera. Freebird is in Barcelona right now.
He got deported.
I think he's.
They said he looked like one of them white Spaniards. So
I think he's already ready to come home, and he just can't. I've been helping him take care of his booting business, and he's still on the damn phone. He just can't let go. He just cannot let go. I talked to him.
He don't have an off button.
No, he don't. He don't have an off button. What's up, Billy? Glad you're here. We got some. I think I got some pretty damn good stories for tonight.
Yeah, this week's is actually some good stories. It's not a whole bunch of depressing shit.
I tried to stay away from the depression this time. So let's go ahead and get
Depression's what my bed does while I'm sleeping. Leaves a depression. Yep.
No, you're just
what
caused depression. I'm depressed now. You just depressed me by saying that.
Oh.
Anyway, if anyone would like a great cigar, you can go to mypatriotcigar.com. Order you some cigars. Use promo code MotorCop15. Get 15% off of your order. The U.S. company. Like to support.
No tariffs.
No tariffs on that at all. If you'd like any merch, like I got the Stay Trashy shirt on. You can order that at the Etsy store, Motor Cop Chronicles, or you go to the website, motorcopchronicles.com. It's got all the links to everything on there. Hello, Stacy. And
if you can't find a link, just ask Freebird. He'll give it to you.
He has no clue how to get anywhere. I'm surprised. Thank God somebody was flying a plane and he got lost going to Spain. He'd have been in Russia or something.
Oh, that's true.
If anyone would like any extra episodes, I just put out some stuff the last week or so. You can join the Patreon. There's 3 different tiers: hang around, prospect, and full crew member. I'm pretty active on there. If you'd like more Motor Cop Chronicles, you can join there. If not, I totally understand.
I thought you were talking about regular tiers. I said,
No, not them kind of tiers. Speaking of, we have our members, Stacy McClendon, who's here in the chat also. Hang around. We got our newest crew member, CHP Road Dog. We got Miss Kelly Meyer. We got Jared Nitrous, Motor Cop for Life. He is a contributor to one of the stories he sent me on here also. We got Mr. William G. Boat Jr. from New York. We got Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Go check out his company. He makes a great product. The Burley Boards are awesome. We got T-Bird. We got Mr. Hoppy Hobson, our favorite truck driver. Mr. Blake Walker, AA Ron, the I Had to Say It podcast. Putting out some good episodes. We got Mr. Z Palmer, favorite girl from Australia, JoJo, Miss Kelly Norris, and Tasha A. from the great state of Washington. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Help me keep the lights on and If you see, I got lights on. So
Although they do flicker sometimes when it rains.
it does do that sometimes. I mean, I can't help it though. It happens.
Gotta love the South. It's the benefit of living right on top of the water, you know.
Who lives on top of the water?
Anyway.
We're below.
Motherfucker, both of us
We are
do.
below.
No, you
No,
don't.
we are below sea level here in Louisiana.
Come on.
Look
You're
it up.
above sea level.
No,
Your
we're
ass would
not.
be
No,
underwater.
look at
New Orleans is
why
underwater.
do you think we got levees around everything? It's to keep the fucking water out. We live in a big bowl down here.
I thought that was only New Orleans. All of you guys are like that?
We got levees all down the Mississippi River and everything. Louisiana is below sea level.
No wonder.
We have no elevation. I mean, the highest place we got around here where I live is the fucking dump.
Yeah, yeah, and shit, they spring up and they're huge. I like it when they put all that stuff on there and then they make it all, but they never let you drive on it or nothing. It's gay.
Why would you want to go drive on the trash hill?
It'd be cool. Well, like when it grows grass, like it's a grassy knoll.
A holler.
Y'all's don't look pretty.
I don't
like giant
guess.
mountains.
I mean, it's the dump. It stinks.
Oh, well, some sides of it stink, but I mean, ours is freaking massive, so it's
your dump smells good.
on one side of it. Depends on which way the wind's blowing.
What do you? What they got? Fucking big giant plug-ins out there or something? Tropical breeze.
No, we're down here in the damn peninsula. Either way, we our damn shooting range for the sheriff's office and shit is right there.
So is ours. I don't know why everywhere do you go? If you want to know where the law enforcement training facilities are, go find the dump, because that's usually where they build them at. Why? Because they get the land so fucking cheap. They can get a 100-year fucking lease for like $1.
Yep, and they're happy to have all the squad cars parked out there all day. Keep fucking traffic normal.
So you can, like I said, it's a whole $1. Kelly's over there on Rumble. How you doing, Kelly? I see you. I had to log in over there. I haven't figured out how to get the chat on here yet. Well, I guess we'll jump into these stories. I was letting see if anybody else will come in.
You're about to lose all these people's interest.
We got this I think it's called Calhoun man. He got arrested. Let me just put this on. Here's a picture of him. What's that? Calhoun? No, I don't think it was Adam Calhoun. I don't think that was.
No, I think it'd make a lot more TV notice if Adam Calhoun got hit like that.
This guy, I believe it was let me go look. Was it in Georgia?
Calhoun County?
They didn't have a video on this one, so.
Atlanta,
Georgia. I knew it was in Georgia.
How the fuck do they don't have a video? Well, of course, he resisted a lot. If they did have body cameras, they stopped working that day. I
haven't seen any body cameras for this one side of around Georgia. Anyway, the deputies responded to some kind of disturbance at a hotel. And when they got there, this was on February 1st. They got there around 11:15 p.m. They came in contact with a man holding a knife. His name is Ezekiel Cooper. Okay, 34-year-old white male. He refused to drop the weapon upon demands from the sheriff's deputies. He attempted to barricade himself in a room, and the deputy says, "Oh, no, sir, we're not doing this shit. We haven't had supper yet, and if you barricade yourself, we're not going to get no supper, and then we're going to be fucking hungry.
We're going to get home, and it's going to be cold, then I'm going to get pissed. I'm going to come down to
You're right, Billy. I get it after this story." So they said,
I didn't hear from either one of them. I figured, shit.
They said, "No, we're not doing that." And so they go to arrest him, and he started to resist. And during the altercation, one of the deputies got cut by some broken glass by Mr. Cooper. I guess something did it. And then Mr. Cooper didn't realize that his name was Ezekiel Cooper and not Mike Tyson. And then he bit the other cop, okay? And both deputies had to go to the hospital and receive treatment, of course. But they were so
did he.
They were taken out, and they had to bring him in and get his. He was slightly injured he had minor injuries from the altercation. From being taken into custody. Okay.
Minor, y'all. Allegedly.
Allegedly minor injuries. And he was charged with multiple counts of aggravated assault on law enforcement, felony obstruction of law enforcement. Authorities have not disclosed what led to the initial disturbance. Anyway, he is still in jail, and it's still under investigation. Oh, and yes, I do have a picture of Ezekiel Cooper. Just
remember, y'all, it's alleged.
Slight altercation, very minor injuries. I don't, stuff like that. I mean, Mr. Cooper, yeah, he's right here. This is Mr. Cooper.
He committed battery on every one of the doors of the squad on the way in.
Yeah. He fell down. I mean, I don't know why both of his eyes are swelled shut, and the multiple bruising upon his facial area. Self-inflicted, and I'm sure his top lip is really big, that much bigger than his bottom lip. He was born like that.
His duck lips. He was in the middle of transition. I don't know.
And that's a hickey in his neck area.
Well, the good thing is he won't know who's coming up behind him.
No, not now.
You're like, what is that? I'm just applying ice, buddy. Hang on.
Yeah. Just stand by. That's Mr. Cooper.
Talking about that.
That is
wouldn't it be? I was wondering about that because, I watched that 90 Day Fiance, and we were talking about...
On purpose? You admit that you watched that like
we were talking about these gay guys, and I was like, do you think the guy in the back should be giving the guy in the front a reach around? Wouldn't that be fucking common courtesy? Isn't it? I mean, it's just you got to help out a brother, What the fuck? Weird. Regardless, this guy's going to find out. He's going to find out.
That right there, what y'all are looking at right there, that is a fuck around and find out face right there. That's what that is right there. That's a fuck around, find out face.
Trying to beat the shit out of the cops.
Okay. That's what happens to you. This is old school shit. He fucked around with the cops and decided to fight, and guess what? He found out the hard way.
Allegedly.
Stacey said he already looked like that before they got there. Yes.
That's it. That's correct, Stacey. That's what the reports will reflect.
That's why we got Billy here. He did remind me. I forgot the R&R, Roy's Corner. I don't know. I just had to go find something. Roy S. is I'm docking his pay. But
welcome to Roy's Did You Know Corner, where Roy will let us know something that is totally useless, and we will have information living in our minds, rent-free for no good reason at all. So shut the fuck up and listen to what Roy has to tell us. Did you know punctuation wasn't always a part of our written language? It was introduced by Greek playwrights to indicate when actors should pause. Roy out.
So I don't hear nobody saying shit about me not using punctuation.
You know those fucking Nazis ain't gonna care, dude. You know it. I fucking hate it when people do that too.
Hey, I got somebody yesterday. I put something on a fucking comment on Facebook or something on some video or something, and this motherfucker gonna come back because I just put Y-O-U-R. Of course, I got to come back, because I didn't use the proper punctuation. I'm like, all right. I said, you feel better now that you corrected my punctuation? Everybody knew the fuck I was talking about. It's like, I'm glad that you want to. Is that what your superpower is? Periods and commas and shit? Okay, well, I'm happy for you. So, Roy P., if you listen to this, I hope you were just joking with that Facebook stuff you putting up there. You're not. You didn't fall down the woke wagon.
I think he hit his head when he must have slipped on some of that ice.
Or he's using drugs. Maybe this last prison shorty really did a number on him.
It's possible. Oh, number 2 is wild.
I'm looking at it. I'm thinking number 2. I like Rainbow Bright. I'm liking number 2. I'm telling you.
the Harley Quinn fucking vibe straight out of the box. Number one, I've never like.
Number one looks too young. I like number two. She looks like she would be more fun. She's even tapping. She's smiling. She's in there for assault. I mean, it's not that bad.
And she's happy she fucked.
I mean, she's happy. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at her hair. I mean, how can you not be happy with hair like that?
Number three will just steal your fucking car. Number one, oh shit. Yeah, she does look like somebody that would jack a gun and jack you with it.
Billy's going for number three. It's in my blonde hair and blue eyes, I guess, and then big DSL. I'm just saying, I think number two would be more fun. That's my choice.
See, I think number two's got bigger lips than number three.
I don't know.
But, because she's got the thing through the middle.
It might be. I don't know. Let's hear what Roy left his voicemail and see how his date from last week went.
Before he bumped his head.
Yes.
Well, time sure does fly when you are in a coma. Is that a saying? I'm not real sure. It sure was a hell of a week. I am so. Y'all are wondering how that date went. Well, it sure did go. If a hot shorty ever asks you to play a fantasy game with them, don't just agree. Don't assume that it is going to be about some hot steam, wet, moist sex. It may be a fantasy role-play game about her being a drug kingpin and having you play the drug dealer that stole her money. This shorty beat the living hell out of me. I woke up yesterday in the hospital. They told me that I'd been in a drug-induced coma due to brain swelling. One good thing, there was nothing in my butt. I am missing a pinky now, though. Please, please, please do better. I don't know how much more I can take when they say love hurts. They were not joking.
Poor Roy is just.
Dude does look like she would leave you in a freeze or a bathtub full of ice.
I mean, the last would just cut his pinky off. I mean, poor dude. At least he didn't wake up with shit in his butt. I mean, anything, inserted in his anal cavity or anything like that. So I'm going, let's say I'm putting him up for number two. Hopefully she'll do better for him. Let's hope anyway. Maybe he's learning his lesson. I don't know. I just don't know.
I don't either.
Maybe that's why he. I hope, like I said, that he didn't go woke on it. It'll be a sad day.
Speaking of punctuation and grammar, the next person who wrote this story needs to have their ass kicked, because as you start to read the story, it states 100K eggs stolen from back of distribution truck. Police say. They don't mean $100,000 worth of eggs, because that's immediately where my brain went. I was like, fuck, that's a lot of eggs. No, it wasn't. It was only $40,000 worth of eggs, which is roughly only $100,000 or 100,000 eggs, which is holy shit. And that's mostly because the eggs are $4.15 across the nation, and they're going up another 20%. I don't understand this. As you knew, I had plentiful chickens. I had eggs every single day.
You still have eggs because you haven't went through your time of life yet.
Yeah. No.
Your ovaries are producing eggs.
No, my ovaries are dried up, sir. I produced all the ovaries I can over. Regardless, that's all there is to the story. It is 100,000 eggs inside of this truck. It was stolen out of the back of a Pennsylvania truck, like a delivery truck. They were bringing it.
I want to know, they didn't steal the whole truck. How the fuck do you, if you don't steal the whole truck, did you bring another truck with you? Because that's a fuck ton of eggs. It's not like you start getting let me just carry them out of carton at a fucking time. I
don't even know how much square footage it would take for 100,000 eggs. I guess I could ask somebody. Anyway, that's insane.
I mean,
apparently there is a huge slaughter of millions of chickens due to the bird flu, and that was driving the cost prior to all of this nonsense. I didn't hear about that shit either. Anyway,
there's some of the bird flu. They killed a whole bunch of millions of fucking chickens.
Yeah, but don't they kill a bunch of chickens all the fucking time? That's how we have so many chicken nuggets.
No, because you have meat chickens and you have egg chickens. Did you not know this? All right, let me school the city people, okay? Let me school all the city people, okay? They have you have egg chickens who produce eggs, okay? Then you have meat chickens. You can eat regular chickens they don't have a lot of meat on them, and they're usually tough. Meat chickens actually don't have a whole lot of feathers on them already. They're actually bred like that. They're like half plucked already. They're ugly ass chickens, but they're fat and plump, and they have.
I look better too, don't I?
And they have they're fat and plump, and they're meat chickens. But they have meat chickens, and you have egg chickens. So there's two different type of chickens. Just like in like with goats. Some people actually eat goats, which I don't personally like it. The taste of it, but they actually have actually have dairy goats and you have meat goats, just like in cattle. You have dairy cattle and you got meat cattle and stuff like that. So I mean, basically, it's like that for everything.
But you can eat a milk cow. It's just not the best. You can eat it.
You can. I mean, you can eat about anything. But I mean, I'm not eating no fucking horse. That's gross, man. What's wrong with you?
This next story of yours is fucking hilarious, and it comes from down here, but mine's better.
Hope there's yeah, exactly, Stacy. You got it. Man. I don't know how many city people we got in here, but hopefully I just sent y'all to school on some stuff like that. This next one, all I can say is, we always hear from it, right? Snitches get fucking stitches, right?
Bitches. No, snitches are bitches.
Snitches are bitches, okay? What I think is funny about this story is the motherfuckers that be saying this is the one doing the fucking snitching, and then when he gets called out for fucking snitching, he wants to cry like a little bitch about it, okay? And it was all fun and games, and you can't take it's not a dick. It's a joke. Stop taking it so hard, okay, Cletus? Let's see who Cletus is. And let's roll this bean footage we got for it over here. That's not the bean footage.
Oh, yeah, that's a good story, but that ain't it.
The majority of the video you will see is footage captured by the body-worn camera of the initial
That's not it either. Stand by.
Avenue. It's labeled Camera 1.
Caught on video right here,
we go.
Donuts and last week's snow are now being disciplined. That's according.
He was trying to get turned around to go to a call, and the fucking car was spinning around in the snow. Okay, I'm just joking. He was doing donuts in the fucking parking lot. There was nobody around. Leave the motherfucker alone. He wasn't hurting nobody. Here's a snitch right here, Mr. Heyman Brown. Okay, so let's listen to what this snitch did.
Police union.
But that didn't stop the union from firing back at one of the men who recorded the stunt. In a series of posts, they called him out for, quote, snitching, which he says put a target on his back.
ABC 13's Alex Bozargian joins us live. And Alex, activists are worried about the message this could send. What's the union saying tonight?
Eric, the union is being pretty lighthearted about this whole thing, and that really falls in line with what they've done thus far, which is essentially troll him and Brown when he went public and spoke about this video. Brown says he fears for his safety and doesn't appreciate the union airing out his dirty laundry on Facebook. The union isn't denying the officers were in the wrong, but they said they were working long shifts during the storm and, quote, got a little silly at the end.
I didn't really think it was gonna go viral like it did.
Nor did him and Brown think this video.
Y'all look at HPD, man. Look, they out here doing.
Do I have to say much? I mean, you hear him talking, right? Here, man. All right.
Man.
Would set off an internet war between him and the Houston Police Officers Union.
Just leave me alone. I don't want no problems.
When Brown first spoke to ABC 13, he said officers were having reckless fun and doing exactly what they told citizens not to do.
They were showing you. How can we set an example if we don't show you not what to do? Okay. Look, everybody does it. He got caught. I'm sure he's going to get a little hand spanking. I'm saying, what the fuck's wrong with you? Probably get a day off or something like that. Okay. But what gets me is everybody.
Airtime,
everybody's making this humongous fucking deal out. And the cops were just fucking picking on the dudes. Like I said, it's a joke, motherfucker. It's like, I'm sorry, the police can't have a sense of humor. Or you getting you get all up in your feelings there, brother? Come on. Because, wait, this going to get a little bit better, okay? Because he's like, oh, man, y'all just threw me out there like that,
Human. We like to have a good time just like they do.
The police union proceeded to poke fun at Brown for his crack windshield on Facebook and called him a snitch.
He took it a little serious.
They said, well, you got a crack windshield, stop snitching on us.
Right. And
You're calling, you bitching about the cops while you videoing them while you driving, which is against the law, showing your obscure view windshield, which is against the law. Yeah. Okay.
With duct tape on it.
Okay.
And things may have went off the rails a little bit.
The attacks got more personal.
Oh, look, here's a picture off of his Facebook. There's a picture off his Facebook page. He mentioned about the cops doing a little donuts in a totally empty parking lot in the snow. And look at Mr. Brown right here. Man. Look at him, man. Man, you see him, man? Look at him. What's he doing, man?
And included reposted videos of...
Oh, for you people just listening and won't get to see it.
Standing in the door jamb of a car going down the highway.
His car is in motion going down the road with the door open. He's standing up on it, and he's about to sit on top of it while it's in motion. I don't know what's reckless. But no.
On ghost riding his own vehicle.
You can't do what he does in public and then turn around and call out others.
It's really messing with me because y'all posting all my business on social media. It's like y'all doing a lot to me, and y'all really getting me sick.
You know what's not on social media? Your teeth, motherfucker. That's what's not on social media. Yeah. What's going on right there? What?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I didn't know if he's chewing bubble gum or...
He's got gum in his mouth. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got...
Mine. Well, mine.
Like, because I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing wrong. Y'all was in the wrong.
Brown says it sets a bad precedent when police ask citizens to speak up, and when someone does, even over something minor, the union goes after them.
They were trying to be dismissive of their behavior.
It's not
look at it. Look at this bitch right here, okay?
On the daily, talking about officers abusing their power and shit, and have to deal with, like, possible allegations of battery or rape or other things or racism, and then you get some bullshit like this. Yes, I'm laughing at this because there's nothing coming out of this.
Well, look at Miss Peanut Head right here first, okay? Because that's what when I look at this woman, that's what I see right here. She's some university professor, because they're the smartest. I don't know if y'all know this, but university professors, they're like super smart people. They're like experts and stuff because they went to college and they went to more college and they went to some more college and learned about it, but never fucking probably did anything in the real world. Okay, so Miss Peanut Head, I'm going to tell you what's wrong with her. Why she's so miserable in her life is, well, just look at her, and that's all I gotta say. Just look at her. That's why she's miserable.
I'm saying that the young man was doing something similar, but do two wrongs make it right?
University of Houston.
I don't know. Does two lips make a mouth? Oh, you don't have any lips. I'm sorry.
Clear Lake criminology professor Kimberly Dodson says the police union's actions were textbook.
Hey, man. Is that safe, man? It's not. He's sitting on top of the car, man.
Retaliation, and doesn't agree with them making light of the situation.
The citizens see that, and they're less likely to take the police seriously.
Brown wasn't the only Houstonian to catch officers in the middle of snow stunts. Another video was posted to social media showing a marked patrol vehicle in the Galleria also doing donuts.
They know what they did was wrong. It's been taken care of. And for the public to be concerned about complaining on police officers, there's no concern there. You can complain all you want. We don't go hunting people they complain on police officers. That's not what we do.
Community activists say it begs the question of the purpose of airing out Brown's.
You lose me as soon as I hear community activists, because I know you're a race baiting piece of shit, no good motherfucker at that point. That's what community activist means to me. Here's a little Ben Chump wannabe.
Laundry and how that may impact public trust going forward.
You wanted to send a message to all other young men in this community and everywhere else that if you expose police misconduct, we're going to target you.
That's HPD.
I'm Alex Bozargian, ABC 13.
That's what I think so fucking asinine about the story. They didn't go after this motherfucker. They made a big joke out of it. They made a big joke out of it. It's like, that's the problem.
They didn't even go track him down and write him a ticket for the damn glass.
Cops, that people don't have to realize. You know these men and women with badges on their chest? Them motherfuckers are just like everybody else. They just wear different clothes to work, okay? They're fucking human, okay?
A human?
Human.
Is that spelled with H?
Human. They're humans.
Oh, human.
Mine. I hope their punishment was to get locked in a room and continue laughing at the bullshit of the other officers. Exactly. This guy's pissed off because he got called out, and they made fun of him, and they showed a video of him doing worse shit than that. Now he's complaining about the cops in the empty parking lot doing that, but he's got video footage of himself fucking riding on the top of his own car with nobody in it.
And you know what he's calling harassment? I bet you it's just cops driving through town waving at him.
Yeah.
I bet you it's it. I bet you, a normal person would think harassment meant I get pulled over every time I fucking leave my driveway. Because if you have a cracked windshield, legally they could. But they're not. I guarantee you it's just waves just because he's an asshole.
Yeah. Mine.
Yeah. So,
come on, man. That was just, I saw that. I was like, oh, yeah, we got to fucking just do that one.
What, mine?
No, your story. No.
All right. So, heading into the next story, if anybody's been on social media today, they have heard all about this fucking woman. So, apparently, because the whole story is starting to come in, this, we'll say in her 30s, African-American woman decided she was going to go to Pakistan to attempt to marry an 18 or 19-year-old male. When she arrived, the parents pretty much lost their shit and was like, no.
Like, no, you're not marrying this old bitch.
Yeah, well, it's not even the old bitch. Apparently, there's some... the way it was...
She's a groomer. I mean, he's like 19.
There in Pakistan. It doesn't matter. He's 19. He's over the age of 18. He's legal. Regardless, she's 33. She went to the house. That part of Pakistan is apparently what they called the person did that's from Pakistan, the hood of Pakistan. And they are very judgmental and had some issues with her melanin. So they were basically like, no, you're not going to marry this old woman. And they even moved. Well,
that's bad when you you're so bad, motherfuckers pack their whole house up and leave.
Hey, Aaron, I'm sure you'll be talking about this bitch too. Anyway, so this woman decides that she's going to roam around this area in Pakistan. Eventually, somebody realized that there was what appeared to be an American woman walking around.
Oh, the bright pink lipstick might have gave it away. I don't know.
And so they did a big story on the fact that she overstayed her visa, so therefore she didn't have a plane ticket or any means to leave the country. They did, in fact, end up raising money for this woman to obtain an aircraft ticket back to the United States. She then refused to take this. Hey, Jennifer, she refused to take the airplane ticket and is basically having a mental breakdown.
Well, they said her son, they got in touch with her son down here, said that she's some kind of bipolar. It's like, if you know your mom's bipolar, she's just supposed to travel over there to meet this kid. Why would you let her
at the same time
travel to another country?
Tell you that you're not going to leave the country if you wanted to leave the country?
If you're fucking crazy, 5150 your fucking ass. She's nuts.
Well, no, but at the same time, if you wanted to leave this country, you can. Yeah. She's still got the freedom to do whatever she wants. Regardless, she ends up in Pakistan, and she's walking around telling people, you're going to get $100,000. This business over here. Now, the media is following her. Not only is the media following her, but social media has drawn to her like she is a new network.
Because she's a crackpot.
It's like watching SNL, except for it's not. And the Pakistani people are being extra polite, helping her make sure she's got clothing on, helping her get dressed and all this stuff. And it is crazy. Do you have any of the videos or just a story?
No, I got video. Let's pull this shit
Yeah,
up.
You got to see some of this, guys.
Yeah, this woman's fucking crazy. and from what I understand, people are actually giving her money.
Now being disciplined. That's according to the police.
Is this it?
Those people want to marry her.
Hold on. See which video it is.
Pretty confident they don't drive around.
Thought it was that one.
The expeditions.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they drive around in the expeditions either. I thought it was.
But basically, yeah, the Pakistani government has reportedly intervened. They did place her inside of a psychiatric hospital. She did free herself from the psychiatric hospital and end up in a McDonald's. After the McDonald's, she found herself inside of a local business where she was trying to communicate with the woman that was saying, "I don't own the business." And she goes, "Okay, well, you do now. This is the owner of the building, and this is a great business." Like, she's just walking into places. She's like, "This is now my place."
Here we go.
33-year-old U.S. woman, Anuja Andrew Robinson, said she is ready to return after unsuccessful efforts to find love in Karachi. "I am currently short on money," says Robinson in a video interview. "I am ready to return to my country, and please provide me a ticket to New York," she added. According to Express News, Robinson, an African-American woman, traveled to Pakistan in October 2024 after falling in love with a 19-year-old boy from Karachi.
I hope he's saying the right things, okay? Like I said, Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way. Do you hear me, guys?
She's over there telling these people their country's not fucking right and shit.
Look at all those microphones. So tell me how many news networks.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a shit ton of videos. Just a lot of them aren't any language I understand.
This city will be reconstructed. It will be fixed up right away. I'm asking the government for $100K in my pockets so I can do real estate. My husband will own it in Karachi. We will not live here, but we will get this job done right away. I'm asking for $20K right away in my pockets at the end of this week. That's all, folks, for today. That's it. He have nothing else to say. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
She has been in the country ever since.
They don't know what the fuck she just said.
Pakistani man.
They just like, you know what? You know why this is good though? I'm gonna say why this is good right here. See this woman over there? The motherfuckers like, yeah, we don't want to go to America. Them bit motherfuckers are crazy.
But these are the good ones.
She's over there demanding money. From what I've read, also, it's like she's gotten all these marriage proposals and all this shit.
Yeah.
And she don't want them. She wants the 19-year-old boy. And I was like, no.
She's like, what would happen if they dropped Holstera in Japan? All right, fucking yeah, with some medical marijuana.
Nothing.
Oh, with nothing?
No, they're gonna drop you in Japan. I don't think that would happen. They probably send you back.
Nah, they'd be like, Gucci da.
They're going to call you a coochie da?
No.
What is that, a venereal disease? What's a coochie da?
No, the Godzilla, because we're so big. No, they call us gaijin because we're foreigners. Hey, Jim, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, our 15 minutes of fame.
Saying that their marriage took place online. Earlier, a statement from the son of the woman who surfaced. In the statement, the son described his mother as mentally ill and claims that her ability to think and reason is impaired, leading to her mental state becoming unstable. Anuja addressed a presser with the chief of non-governmental organization, NGO, wherein she claimed that she was looking for her husband. "I will go to Dubai with my husband. Give me money," she said as she demanded 100,000 rupees from the government. The son, who is currently in the U.S., stated that his mother is mentally unwell and her judgment is affected. He also mentioned that his mother had traveled to Pakistan to meet a man and his family and that she is planning to return to the U.S. after 2 weeks. However, she failed to come back as planned. He further stated that both he and his brother had made numerous attempts to convince their mother to return, even booking her return ticket. Despite their efforts, she refused to agree to come back, he added. In an interesting turn of events, Anuja's son Jeremiah Robinson in a video statement claimed that his mother was suffering from a mental disorder. In a video with blurred face, Jeremiah identified Anuja as his mother. He also shows a birth certificate which mentioned that Anaja gave birth to him in April.
She's fucking crazy.
Back. She refused. Then
she's lucky these people are so nice. I'm gonna give them. I will give these Pakistan people that, because I'm not gonna put up with her.
Therefore,
I wouldn't put up with her
she was
fucking
not
crazy
mentally
ass. They just need to throw her ass on a fucking cargo jet. I mean, look at her. There she is. Fucking,
you know what they need to do? Somebody really, it's is bad, but somebody needs to whisper in her ear. She needs to keep walking around saying, "I'm looking for that motherfucker selling my car's warranty." You know, that's where they call from, is fucking Pakistan. So if she's doing that,
I thought that was India.
Oh, maybe. Well,
two different places there. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on.
Some people got little dots on their head, and it's two different countries.
Push button, pull start.
This next one is I am so hot for teacher. I don't know where all these fucking hot teachers were.
It's a fucking wild story.
I was growing up. They wasn't in school. All my teachers had like big Wizard of Oz witch moles growing on their faces and shit, and were like 300 years old. It reminds me of a big nipple. They had a face nipple. I don't think they're beauty marks. I don't know why you don't get something like that removed off your face. It's like something that just like catches on shit or something. But anyway, I'm not gonna rant on about
fucking catches on shit.
About
Close the door.
About the face moles or face nipples. And when I'm talking to people and they got like one of the big ones, and I'm like, I know they can just see me just staring at it. It's like a woman like with a really hair. You ever talk to a woman that's got like hair, like a lot of hair growing off her face, like where it's not supposed to, and it's like you know, especially a long one, and it's like, you know, they just can see you staring at it. My thing is you left the house looking like that. You left the house. I don't know if you remember a story I told a long time ago. That woman that thought I was staring at her big old titty, and I wasn't on a traffic stop. It's because she had like this big long hair growing out of her cleavage. It must have been like 6-8 inches long.
Wire.
And I'm thinking it looked like fucking barbed wire. And I'm thinking that shit got to tickle her fucking nose when she breathes. And she's over there thinking I'm staring. I'm like, bitch, I know you had to see that fucking hair between your titties when you got dressed. Why didn't you pluck that shit?
Robbed.
We was robbed. Who was robbed? Call the cops. 911. You are in New York.
Not us. We can't help for shit.
Oh, I ain't get robbed. I ain't got nothing. What they gonna steal from me?
A
good time. What?
No, you haven't even started.
I ain't done. Anyway, this woman, this story's fucking crazy. This teacher was an elementary school teacher. Well, somehow she ends up having a relationship with one of her 11-year-old students.
So wild.
The kids ended up, this boy and his other sibling ended up living with her somehow. Like the parents were like, here, just take my fucking kids. Well, anyway, it besides she was screwing an 11-year-old, which is like, she was 20-something years old. It's like, what the fuck do you see in an 11-year-old? He impregnates her. She gets pregnant. She ends up having a child with this 11-year-old. Well, nobody finds out about it.
Kid was
till
he knows how to keep a fucking secret.
The fucking child is the little kid that was conceived as is 5 years old now, and the dad of the kid's like that kid looks awful like me and my son, and they started doing DNA tests and shit. They find out the kid was 11 when he impregnated this girl, and he's like 17 or something now. Well, they arrested her for this shit. But yeah, let me throw a video up here on that one. Here's a picture of her right here. That's not her. This is her right here. This is her. This is the pedophile woman that likes to fuck 11-year-old boys. Okay.
That's
why?
Not funny. Why'd you have to show that one?
Why? Why not show that one?
No, I meant the.
Oh, the other lady.
Anaja Andrew
the crazy lady.
She is ready to return after unsuccessful efforts to find love in Karachi.
The school district and by parents. But tonight, a 5th grade teacher in Cape May Courthouse is accused of having a sexual relationship with one of her students. Detectives say the abuse started when the child was 11 and
more.
No, listen, I mean, you're right, Aaron. It's a freaking shame
that the two share a child. Wednesday night, I'm Shari Williams. Rick has the night off. The big story on Action News tonight is a South Jersey teacher behind bars accused of sexually assaulting a young boy and having a child with him. Action News reporter Leland Pender has the story from Cape May County, and detectives say the investigation is far from over.
Middle Township Police and the Cape May County Prosecutor's Office both investigating here. Prosecutors say these alleged crimes occurred between 2016 and 2020, but the arrest just coming Wednesday. They're now asking anyone that might have even more information
a 4-year
to please
thing
come
she'd
forward.
been molesting this kid.
Once a 5th grade teacher, now behind bars with bond revoked. 34-year-old Laura Karen was taken into custody at a home on Orbit Drive Wednesday in Cape May Courthouse. Prosecutors allege she sexually assaulted a former
What is her name? Fucking Karen, right?
student for several years and had his baby.
Do you know Miss Karen? There's nothing to see here. There's no one that wants to speak with you.
This unidentified man pulled up to the...
It's probably her daddy is what I'm guessing, because he's a little old for her taste.
Home while we were there. A short time later, another woman appeared from the home after we'd already left.
Do you want to talk to us?
No, I want you to
You came outside. Please, I'm willing to talk to you. Authorities say the abuse began when the victim was...
Well, Stacey really takes her work home with her. No, it is she told the boy he wanted to play, like Hot Wheels and stuff, and she's like, okay. She's like, I'm gonna be the land. I'm gonna be the land, and you be the dump truck, and I want you to drop a load in me. Okay, so yeah, that's what happened there.
11 years old.
No,
according to the criminal
there's some kind of weird.
A few years later,
she's a pedophile. I mean, I know everybody. I joke about these teachers and stuff like that. But this was a 20-something-year. This just like if he was 16 or 17, I'd be like, he knew what the fuck he was doing. I mean, I was 16 and 17. I at that age, I was so horny, I'd have fucked a snake if somebody held its mouth open for me. It's like when you're 16 years old. I mean, you just want to stick your dick into something. But this was an 11-year-old. When I was 11 years old, I didn't really too much know what no coochie was or even want to do with it. Shit, that's a pedophile. Okay. The other one, she was 20-something and the kid was 17. I can kind of see that. Don't bother. But 11 and she was 26. I'm like, nah, you're a pedophile. So
that's a little crazy.
And gave birth to the victim's baby. Karen taught at Middle Township Elementary No. 2, and the victim was once her student. Prosecutors say Karen and the victim's family became friends, leading to the victim and his siblings staying overnight with Karen once or twice a week, but at some point they began living with Karen.
All right, how? What's up? I want to know what's up with the parents.
I would like them to go expand on that.
Yeah, well, I want to know why would you allow your young children just to move out your house and go live with their fucking just come on now.
Permanently. Investigators say the case came to light last month when the victim's father posted on social media saying Karen's 5-year-old child looked very similar to him and his son. Neighbors say the arrest Wednesday appeared discreet. This woman said she saw multiple black SUVs, but
come on, they didn't know that she was fucking this kid. Come on now. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. There's so many holes in this story right here. It's too many. Like I said, why were these kids living with this woman?
Realize they were police.
If it's true, I feel sorry for the people.
According to the prosecutor's office, the school district will have support services and counselors available for students, teachers, or families who may need that in light of this news. We did reach out to the school district for comment, but did not.
I'm pretty sure whenever after she gets out of jail or whatever, Billy.
Who's to say he has to take the kid?
I guarantee you that his parents will probably have the child, and she'll not have to pay him. Or I guarantee when she gets out and he's old enough, they've already spent this many years together. It has happened before. We've seen it. That by the time whatever time she gets, if she gets any time and not probation, which is very likely to happen, she could get probation for this. That once she gets out of jail or whatever, that they end up, and once he turns 18, I bet you they end up married. Watch what happens. Telling you,
she might get her girlfriend in there, fall in love with her tongue.
I doubt it. Not unless she's young. She likes them little young boys. Nasty bitch. Okay.
Young boy, flat-chested woman. I don't know.
I don't know.
Flat-chested woman won't land you in prison.
Nope. This
You
next
know what
one.
will land you in prison?
Drinking and driving.
If a deputy is arrested on a DWI, Jesus, I can't. Yeah, that's shitty. The I-team deputies DWI dismissed after a 55-hour detainment. So the deputy was arrested, and the district attorney said he was a wonderful person and decided he was going to go ahead and drop the charges. I went through this earlier and was looking at it, and I think his blood alcohol level, it's definitely double.
No, not quite.
There it is right there. 0.13. So he's
0.08.
there.
It would have to be 1.6 to be double.
16.
0.16 to be double.
We call that 14. Because 13.8. Never mind. Almost. Regardless, this jackass was driving home and got pulled over. Ended up doing an Intoxilizer 9000. Got it all back. He was drunk. Took him down to the jail. All that good stuff. And the next thing you knew, the charges have been dismissed.
I'm surprised he blew.
Well, do you guys have the same thing we have here in Florida, where basically if you know you're failing, you can just not blow, and then you just get a year revocation of your license?
I don't know why he'd have blown. Let's watch the video.
And by parents. But tonight, a fifth grade teacher in Cape May Court.
Greg is here with you to start off this week. Tonight, the WFBI team exposing a shocking case of what appears to be the Good Old Boy Network, alive and well here in Louisiana. It involves a DWI that state troopers issued a man last week, and despite an acknowledgement from the district attorney the DWI was valid, he decided to throw it out because the man who received it was, quote, a good person.
Our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto, here now with a story that has statewide drunk driving groups demanding answers. Chris, good evening.
Good evening, Liz and Greg. Well, you've probably heard of that saying, rules for thee and not for me. For one deputy charged with DWI, there are clearly two sets of rules. Rules for the general public and others that appear to be applied selectively. It's Sunday, January 26, 2025, and a Louisiana state trooper notices a black SUV swerving in and out of his lane of travel on this busy Louisiana highway. The trooper initiates a traffic stop according to this paperwork in North Louisiana. Behind the wheel is Donovan Stanley Ginn, a K-9 deputy with the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office who was off duty and in his personal car. Arrest reports indicate the trooper detected an odor commonly associated with alcoholic beverages emanating from his breath. I also observed red, watery eyes, slow, slurred speech, and poor balance. Ginn was transported to State Police Troop F, where he was read his rights and given a breath test, which showed he was nearly 2 times over the legal limit. 2 days after that arrest, District Attorney Steve Two's office declined to prosecute the DWI, evidenced by this decline slip filed into the record at 8:20 a.m., 55 hours after state troopers arrested Deputy Ginn, accusing him of breaking the law.
He's a young man, he's got a family, he's got a clean record, and when I look at it, I say, you know what, this guy wants to be in law enforcement, I'm going to do all I can to help him.
Okay.
Because I think he deserves it.
District Attorney Steve.
I think it's funny the reporter there, Chris Nakamoto, didn't know what to say, but he's like, yeah, I thought gonna give him a helping hand. So he's like, okay, well, you know what I'm going to say now.
Who agreed to speak to us by phone to discuss his office's actions to dismiss the charges of DWI and disobeying a red light.
What's unusual about Mr. Ginn's case is typically in the DWIs that we've seen, law enforcement doesn't blow, but he blew and was almost 2 times over the limit.
He blew.
Were there issues with the DWI that state troopers wrote? or you just decided, hey, I'm not prosecuting him because he's a good guy?
Yeah, I don't see any issues with the stop or what the state police did. I look at the case as I know this young man. I've seen his work. I'm not friends with him.
Despite that admission that there was no issue with what state police did, the WAFBI team had to ask, too, how others can get the same deal if they were already prosecuted for driving while intoxicated. Two said it would require a trip to court.
Yeah, he had dirt on somebody.
Side.
I don't think so.
About getting the same treatment that Mr. Ginn got.
Listen.
What they would have to do is have an attorney move to set aside the conviction.
He's talking about people that's already gotten DWI.
It's kind of out of my hands. It's now up to the court. And so they would have to, file a motion and ask the court to set aside their guilty plea and conviction.
Honestly, that is unbelievable.
Sunny Wall is the executive director of Mothers Against Drunk Driving for the state of Louisiana. She's flabbergasted by this case.
Oh, well, he's a good guy. Do you know how many good guys and good women out there have made a poor choice that cost someone else a life? It's not excusable. It is absolutely preposterous to know that this is what's going on right now.
In all your years of doing this, have you ever seen anything like this?
No, I have not personally seen anything like this.
Believes what happened in North Louisiana is a sickening wake-up call and an example of why the public has trouble trusting the justice system, with the rule of law being selectively enforced depending on who violates it.
It's absolutely, that it's hypocritical. It is a slap in the face not only to anyone else that goes through consequences of getting a DWI, but also to the victims out there who have lost loved ones due to impaired driving. It's a slap in the face to everyone, to other law enforcement officers.
With concerns being raised by the state chapter of MAD, we had to ask whether this deputy is getting any special treatment.
What do you say to your community that might say that this is favoritism?
I would say to them, we look at I'll say to them exactly what I said to you. We look at every case and try to get justice. I do not want to ruin this wonderful young man's career, and I've done that for non-police officers as well, and we'll continue to do it.
You heard him, right? I stopped it. You heard him? He just said it right there. He says, I have done this for other people that are not in law enforcement or anything else. So I can guarantee if you go back and look at the past stuff, the man's probably looked at stuff and it's like, yeah, this person, has never been in any trouble in their life. He probably called them in and had a talk with them or something and believed them and gave them a break, okay? He's not being partial to law enforcement. He's just trying to, because a DWI it's not it's not a felony, but it can fuck you up trying to get a job, just trying to go to work if your license and stuff is gone. So I don't think, hey, I got to give it to the man. He's just straight up. He's like, yeah, I did it, and I did it for other people too. He's not trying to dodge questions. He's just being straight up with it. So I got respect for him.
The Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office says Ginn resigned after getting the DWI. Records show he was hired in 2015. Calls and follow-up questions to the sheriff were not returned. For the WAFBI team, I'm Chris Nakamoto.
They don't have to answer. He resigned.
Plenty of more on that.
With him being resigned, they don't have to answer shit to him.
It's no longer their problem.
Nope. So he resigned, okay? Do I agree with drinking and driving? No. But let me tell you what, not all these people that are hooping and hollering about it, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Take your time if you had the time. I'm going to tell you, go sit in criminal court. Not on plea day, not on motions, not on arraignment day. Go on trial days, okay? Go on trial days and sit there. Criminal court if you got the time. On the trial days, find out when the trial docket is, because you got arraignment days, you can have motion days, usually once or twice. Then you'll have they'll do pre-trial, they'll do trial. That's why all that shit takes on. Go on a trial day, okay? Misdemeanor trials, traffic trials, or whatever. That's where your DWI firsts and all that stuff gonna be in there. And you sit there. I don't care where you are in the country. Go sit in there and watch them trials. It's you can. You don't have to be in court. You don't have to be be on a docket to watch it. It's a public government building. and watch and listen, and you're gonna be like, holy shit, okay? Because you're gonna see people, a lot of these first-time DWIs in there all over the country. They'll knock them down to reckless driving or some shit like that, or they'll plead it down to this, give them Article 894, which here you can get off your record within a year, pay the fines here and there. How do you think motherfuckers end up, get like 20 DWIs? He's got 15 DWIs. That's because, he got charged with a third offense DWI. They knocked it down to a first offense because you're going to have to send them to prison for a third offense. Or go listen, like I said, go on trial days and listen. 98% of all people that are arrested and show up for court for trial, it's nothing but plea deals. It's plea deal after plea deal after plea deal all fucking day long. I could arrest you for armed robbery, and by the time, if you didn't kill nobody, by the time it's over with, they done pledged you down to reckless endangerment or some shit like that, okay? Time served. Go sit in court and watch it. I don't know.
That's interesting. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, you're going to be like, holy shit. And like I said, I don't care where you're at in the country. I can't speak for other countries in Canada and the UK and places like that in Australia. I don't know how our court systems work. I'm talking about
you can't get a DUI on the back of a moose.
I'm talking about it in the United States. You go anywhere, I can guarantee you, on a trial day, and it's fucking 98%. It's just deals made. Yeah, 14.98%. You know what I'm talking about, Josh. Like I said, it's nothing but deals. And, y'all want to talk about the cops? You want to talk about frustrating? When you arrest the same people, you go there and make a deal. Like I said, it don't matter where you're at in the United States. I don't care. I've been in courtrooms, all over the state, different ones with stuff, and it's the same thing everywhere you go. So it's everywhere.
People out of prison they're trying to keep people out of jail that ain't fucking out there hurting other people. But unfortunately, what it's causing is a bunch of motherfuckers running around doing stupid shit.
Stacy, you see, he's saying Matt is a very popular group. Enjoy his last term. See, this ain't a big area, and then he's taking care of them people in that area. They ain't gonna vote that dude out of office. I guarantee you. So, no. So anyway, I'm not going to keep lecturing on it, but if you get a chance, go sit and watch some criminal court cases. You want to see some really funny shit? Go sit in divorce court and listen to that shit.
We're going to see some funny shit. This next story is fucking hilarious.
Oh yes. We're going up to
a little cold out.
We're going up to our Canadian friends, and we know it's really cold up there in Canada. And you have to be careful. This is what they make belts for, people. Stop sagging your pants. Stop wearing shit that's too big. Because if you get in a fight with anybody, or you get thrown to the ground to be arrested by the police, your pants can accidentally fall down while you're getting arrested. Besides being extremely embarrassed, because honestly, all of us want to think our dicks are way bigger than what they are. And it don't matter if you even got a big dick. People are going to make fun of you and say you got a little dick just because your dick's flopping around. Okay? So let's watch this video here, and we're going to talk about it because this is quite funny. Oh, I do have a picture of the guy. Let me pull the picture up. This guy here will never live it down right here. This fella right here. Mr. I am going to be embarrassed for the rest of my fucking life. Just him. Right there.
Did he pull his dick off?
No, I don't. I think he still got his dick. I think they were able to save it.
Start off this week tonight. The WFBI team exposing a shocking case of what appears.
That's not it. Where the fuck? Oh, here it is. I think. Yeah. Anyway, he was in. This is outside of a bar. It's cold. There's some security. I think a fight ensued. Anyway. Security cop on top of him. His pants done fell down. Make sure your pants fit, people. You don't want loose pants. Well, Josh wants to know how people know you're gonna you're a badass if you don't sag your pants.
If you watch
you can look like a badass with your saggy pants until your pants and underwear fall down and you no longer look like a badass at all.
Nope.
I want to know, this poor security guy has mounted him on his back, okay? This dude's bare-assed. You're not going to live this down, Mr. Security Dude, because your junk is now pressed into this.
Whispering in his ear.
Yeah.
If you keep
He's like,
resisting,
you feel my dick in your butt crack, big boy? I mean, that's just, you're gay now.
See, he's going to give him a reach around.
Now they're going to, the police have showed up. They're the one with the yellow stripes.
I like that yellow stripe.
He's gonna get frostbite.
People holler, get him up. He's going to get frostbite. You're right, Josh. Nobody wants to fight the naked man. Nope.
Well, I guess if it turns black, does it get bigger?
That's a good point.
Is it frostbite?
That's a good point.
Guess you wouldn't have to worry about an erection if it was just rock hard all the time.
Pick him up, Buck.
Spit on it.
Hot Tua. See, the problem is when they were arresting him, his face down, his pants were in underwear were all the way down. And the first time they went to pick him up, they had a little slight issue with it. His penis had gotten stuck to the concrete, kind of like when little Ralphie on the Christmas Story licked his tongue and stuck it out there on the pole and got his tongue stuck on the pole.
Because he was a concrete cowboy.
No, his pecker.
That's what that means.
His pecker got stuck to the concrete. The sidewalk right there, and I just want to know who reached down there and warmed it up to get it loose.
Like the kid from Christmas Story that licked the pole. Yep,
that's what I just said.
Pecker was hanging out and got cold. Yeah,
yeah. His pecker got stuck to the concrete, and they had to.
Well, they had to have, because they clearly didn't just lift him and rip him off there.
I think they had to get somebody had to. I don't know who Hawk 2 was on it, but now this guy is forever going to know that your PP. Look, your PP was stuck to the concrete. You had a little
hey, David,
frozen dick on the concrete.
Damn, it was on TMZ.
Yeah, that's it right there. It's like that's it. Yeah, twist his dick. Yeah, his dick must have been moist, or maybe he had a little pre-cum on it, or maybe he pee-peed himself. I don't know why his dick was moist, and I like saying that word, moist. I'm gonna say again, moist is because so many women hate the word moist. I'm going to tell you the truth. When I hear the word moist, you know what I think of? You know what I think of, Ostare, when I hear the word moist?
Moist soft tacos.
No, not at all. Betty Crocker big old chocolate cake is what I think about. A big old moist chocolate cake. That's what I think of, yeah. Yeah, I think there was moisture on it. They had to, like I said, I think he might have had a little pre-cum on it. He got so excited with that dude. That dude was laying on top of him with his junk in his butt crack, and he got a little excited there. And hey, at least he can use the excuse when they say, we saw your little dick. He can say, motherfucker, it was freezing outside. It got frozen to the concrete shrinkage. So, see, look, David thinks the same thing. Betty Crocker cake. That's what I think of, big moist chocolate cake.
Jeez.
Me and you on the same side. I don't know if they had a commercial they used to say it on, but that's what everybody's like, oh, it's such a nasty word. It's like, why? I think about cake. Cake is delicious.
Out of all the words on this planet that I can think are so atrocious that I don't want to say them, moist is not even in the fucking...
Women hate the word 100. Moist for some reason. They hate it.
Yeah, well, it's because they can't get moist.
Well, maybe they are dried up old cunts. I don't know. They're not a...
Talking about the ice and having motherfuckers go sliding in it.
She says, I got to find something else to do on Wednesday nights. Why? You don't like hanging out with us, Stacey? You know you love us.
She must not like...
You don't like the word moist?
This next story comes from a Michigan officer in... where is this?
In Michigan?
Yep.
Usually Michigan officers are in Michigan.
Oops. Anyway, so this individual decided he was going to steal a car using a what appears to be an AR, but it was an armed carjacking, and he took the police on a 25-minute pursuit, which he ended up ditching the vehicle, at which time the individual decided he was going to take off running, and a lot of people are upset about what happened next. The Michigan officer I'm gonna say he bumped him. He lightly fucking bumped him with that cruiser. Because had I have seen a dude with an AR, if he's running with an AR, he's an active threat.
Let's watch the video.
Yep.
And we can see what happened. Oh, watch the BP.
He got his dick stuck to the concrete.
Twist the dick.
Man, you should be coming up to 10 mile now.
Coming up to 10 miles.
Granted, I don't know if he actually seen the gun.
I thought you're driving he's driving really fast in dangerous situations. If this, I'm just going to say right here, it's got like snow on the stuff, the roads are wet and stuff.
No.
You could tell this was Louisiana. No one would be on the streets because they would have shut the whole entire state down. Am I right, Josh? Stacy, when we have this on the stuff,
be there. They'd be in the ditches.
the state is shut down.
One radio, I got him. We are on Forest View right now, coming up the beach.
Forest View coming up the beach.
One radio, we cracked out.
We're going to be northbound beach from Forest View.
Northbound beach from Forest View.
What the fuck was that?
That was called, I don't know.
On him, running with the gun on him.
Oh, maybe he slid on the ice. He
Running
missed
with the
him.
gun on him.
He was doing donuts in people's front yard. He was doing
more donuts.
He was stunt driving.
One in custody.
10-4, 1 in custody.
Look at this little cop right here. Look at him.
Laughing. He's laughing because he slipped and missed the fucking pit.
We are on Forest View right now, coming up the beach.
Forest View coming up the beach.
He probably watched him slide right by his ass.
Northbound beach from Forest View. He's got crashed out.
Oh, no. He gave him a pretty good little bump right there.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's seen him with the rifle. I mean, the bump is not going to kill him.
When he took off running like that with all them dreads flopping everywhere, I thought it was fucking Predator off that movie. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Let's watch him get hit again. I like watching people get hit by cars. Oh. I mean, yeah, it wasn't enough to kill him. His hip's going to hurt, definitely. His hip's going to hurt right here.
He's got plenty of time to sit around and not move.
Yeah, right there. It's like he's got the gun in his hand.
He won't be expected to do any work for the next probably 5 to 10.
That motherfucker ain't never worked a day in his life. Look, he did pretty good. Look, he got hit with the car right there. And watch, he keeps he gets hit. It knocks him down. He rolls and he gets right back up and keeps running. Very athletic.
You know he wanted to say that motherfucker hit me.
What's the gun on him?
Running with the gun on him.
And he had another gun in his hand. He just threw that one.
Is he white?
That's what I was looking. He looks white. He must be real light skinned.
Light skinned.
He's light skinned.
Hey, there's your rifle right there.
Hey, man, you right there? What you call, man?
You heard, man? Huh?
Maybe he's one of them white Rastafari.
He might. I think he is white because I mean his hands are whiter than mine are.
Yeah, look how white his face is.
Oh, yeah, that dude's white. That he got weeds.
No, he's got one of them fucking Rastafarian fucking hairdos. That's how you can really tell them people are crazy.
Yeah, because they can't wash that shit. That shit got stink. Yeah, he white.
We'll give him my car. Right here.
He's a fake predator. Dumbass. Go to jail. They'll make a deal with him. He'll be out. They'll make a deal with him. Yeah, he is a genius. This next story, y'all are not going to believe.
He is moist.
Y'all are not going to believe this shit. Y'all not going to believe. This is a true fucking story, okay? Not joking.
I think it violates his constitutional rights.
I think it would have violated, but either way, I think this dude would have made some kind of complaint. He was fishing, he was wanting to go viral, and it don't matter how this next story turned out. Just let me say, I will be trigger warning. I'm going to be making fun of handicapped people in a minute, okay? Really bad. I'm going to be making a lot of fun about a handicapped person right after we watch this video, okay? So if you get triggered easy, you might want to leave. If not, you might want to hang around because, like I said, I'm about to make all kind of fun about a handicapped person.
Administrator with connections to Wisconsin is facing up to 32 years in prison.
That's not
for an identity theft.
Did I skip a story or something? I don't know.
I'll be back.
Thought that was it. Oh no, I don't have a video on this one. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to read it. We're going to see. You see this? That's not it. Let me pull up the video. I'm confused myself.
Be right back.
It's like it's almost like I'm blind. I know I make fun of them all the time, but they're retarded. This is a handicapped person. It's different. Yes, for new watchers, I just did say that word. Welcome to the podcast. There's Mr. I froze my pee-pee to the ground again. This man right here, okay, he is handicapped. We're going to make fun of him in a minute because, like I said, I think this guy would have made a complaint either way. What is this man's handicap, you ask? Well, he's blind, okay? I mean, he can't see. He blind. Can't see nothing. So what did the blind man do? The blind man is in Indianapolis, Washington. Go figure, right? Woke ass state. Anyway, he in Indiana. I'm sorry, Indiana, and he's calling for common sense gun laws. Mr. Terry Sutherland, right there, who is blind, says he went and got his concealed carry. He went and got his concealed carry permit. Okay, and he's just to try to spark up a conversation. So he went and he had his white cane when he went to the city county building. I don't know how he knew he had a white cane because he can't see the motherfucker. He's assuming he had his white cane. Somebody could have switched the shit out, okay? He said he went to the county building, got fingerprinted for the permit, says he spoke with several people who knew he was blind. And I just went very smoothly and normally, and nobody seemed to think anything about it. It was mind-boggling. It shocked me more than I expected. I thought at the last second somebody would go, wait a minute, he said, but nobody said anything. He said that the fact
HIPAA laws to release that
said that the fact he was able to get his concealed carry permit highlights a problem with Indiana's gun laws. Constitutional carry allows anyone in the state over 18 to carry a gun in public, concealed or not, without a license. His solution is something that some other states already do. People would have to pass a competency test at a gun range before being allowed to carry a gun, blah, 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 blah.
That's what we got to do down here.
A constitutional right attorney who focuses on the Second Amendment challenged his idea. If we start putting government-imposed restrictions on constitutional rights, blah, blah, blah. All right. Right. My thing is, he's like,
because he's blind.
My thing is, he's like, well, if I can have a gun, why can't I get a driver's license? What's the worst that could happen? I could kill somebody. He says that he sent letters to the state and all this other stuff. First of all, okay, he's blind. He went up there and got it. First of all, if he wouldn't have gave it to him, he would have hollered and screamed and boo-hooed that they're fucking with his constitutional right to be able to get a gun, right? It's just a fucked up situation. Second of all, who says this man who is blind, can't see? All right. Now, this ain't the joke part. This is real. Who says that he cannot carry the gun, his concealed carry gun? Somebody attacks him, okay, grabs a hold to him, tries to do harm upon his body, and he pulls his gun out, point blank, puts it in their gut, and shoots them, okay? He's defending himself. I'm pretty sure if somebody runs up and attacks you on the street, they have ill intentions. You would be quite okay on shooting them. You don't have to shoot somebody with a gun at distance. You can press it up against somebody, especially if it's a revolver, and put rounds in them. It's not going to jam. So, yes, a blind man can fire and shoot a gun and hit his target in that type of situation. So yes, you could use that gun for that situation. So to me, your whole thing there is a moot point at that. So yes, you could actually shoot somebody with it. If you want to get a driver's license, go right ahead. I don't think you'll last very long. You're going to run into something. Okay. You're just being
That's assuming he's 100%.
I'm pretty sure he's 100%. I don't know. It don't say in the story.
Not everybody at 100%.
Okay, it don't say.
They're blind. I've seen people that can walk around and talk and know everything that's going on.
Let's say he is 100%. Let's say he is 100% blind. Give him his gun permit, then swap it out for a BB gun. He'll never fucking know. He can't see it. Or if he's like, he's like, hey, where's my gun?
It'll make a lot of noise.
He's like, hey, where's my gun at? And say it's over there where you put it. Why? You can't see it. or just
that's the best part. He's not going to be able to find his way to a gun store.
Or how about this? How about just put blanks in it? It make the same sound. He won't fucking know. He can't see the bullets.
Sound.
Oh yeah, he can't see the bullets. And hell, have you seen the thugs shoot with their Glock switches and their 200 drums on their Glocks? They'll empty a whole 200 rounds and not hit nothing that they were shooting at. Now the kids and grandparents behind them get shot, and the person they were shooting at is still standing there and hadn't moved. So the blind man might actually shoot straighter than the fucking
He's on
thug.
his honeymoon, Billy.
Yeah, this blind man probably would shoot straighter than the thug would. I mean, have y'all not seen him shoot?
Stance. I'd almost guarantee. He's
So-
never even seen it done.
No, the Skittles chomping is going on in Barcelona, Spain right now. So I don't know. He probably will get deported from there and told never to come back because of
too many rainbows.
Yeah, he tasted the rainbow. Let's see. That's every day. Josh says that's got to be messed up feeling. Smacked with a pole before getting shot. And Stacy's like, dear God, the blind leading the blind. So, like I said, I made my serious point. He could carry it. Point blank shooting.
I don't.
He could use it to defend himself. So he's just. And if they would deny, I think it's either way. If they had denied him, he'd have been like,
he'd had a hell of a lawsuit, civil rights lawsuit.
They're violating my civil rights, and he was just looking for something. Or maybe he is woke, even though he don't know if he's woke or not, because everything's black because he can't see shit. Are you sleeping? Are you woke? Are you sure? Are you dreaming? Are you talking in your sleep? Do you know? I don't know. Okay, I'll stop being mean to the blind man.
This next fucking story has thrown me through a loop, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it. Hospital administrator sentenced for stealing a man's identity at a hot dog stand, forcing victim into a mental health facility. So I know it's not in Florida because we don't have mental health. We just let everybody walk around down in this bitch. Same thing with Louisiana, I thought. So for 3 decades, Matthew K, because his last name's fucked up, pretended to be someone else. He obtained a birth certificate, credit cards, and worked as a high-level hospital administrator. He even tricked cops into thinking his victim was the one who stole his identity, forcing the victim into jail and a mental hospital because law enforcement deemed the man crazy. But thanks to good detective work, K, decades-long scheme is over. The federal judge in the Northern District of Iowa sentenced K to 12 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to 1 count of each of aggravated identity theft and false statements to a National Credit Union administration, the Department of Justice said Friday. Regardless, I mean, this guy really went into it. He obtained loans using the victim's information, netting some $250,000 in 2013. I don't know how the hell he got a high-level administration job working for Iowa City's hospital.
He lied. He made up college paperwork and shit.
No shit.
Oh yeah, I got a video. I actually have a video or some of it. Yeah.
Shit, jacking up credit cards. He's just a fucking identity theft asshole.
Where's your pistol at on my side?
Administrator with connections
this is
to
Florida.
Wisconsin is facing up to
Wasn't that last
32
week?
years in prison for an identity theft scheme. The victim in this case was falsely prosecuted and spent nearly 2 years in jail and a mental hospital. 58-year-old Matthew Kierans is from Waukesha County. He was arrested for stealing the identity of
There's that
William
last
Woods.
name.
William Woods was homeless and living in Los Angeles when he learned someone was racking up debt using his name. Kierans used Woods' ID to get a job at the University of Iowa Hospital, as well as take...
I wonder how the homeless man realized somebody was fucking his credit up. I mean, that's my thing. I mean,
Because the post office gives anybody
where
in the
you
United
get
States that's
where you
rendered
get mail
homeless
and
a
shit
PO
at.
box.
Yeah, okay,
PO
but
box, it's free.
okay, that's fine. But I mean, but anyway, and the other guy.
The
I mean,
reason I remember that is remember all the stimulus checks? I had to do that for all the homeless people around my office, and I was like, "Where the fuck you want me to send it?" They're like, "Oh, I got a PO box." So yeah, they get mail.
well, it's my thing too. Is like you gonna fucking steal the identity of a hot dog stand worker? Come on, man.
out a series of loans totaling more than $200,000. When Woods reported his concerns at a bank, Woods was accused of identity theft. Kierans referred to the victim.
He reported his identity stolen, and he got arrested. This motherfucker convinced law enforcement and everybody else that the guy who was really the guy was the one lying and had him arrested.
Crazy.
This is a good
that
movie.
Woods was actually
I'll tell
Matthew
you.
Kierans.
Oh yeah.
The victim reached out to Kierans' employer. The hospital contacted law enforcement in Iowa, where a detective would eventually use DNA testing to confirm who the real William Woods is. Kierans faces up to 32 years in prison and a $1.25 million.
My thing is this dude was so convincing that he convinced other people that the real guy was doing. You're right. That would be a fucking awesome movie.
It would.
Poor guy. Not even a blind dude. This right here, the bald-headed guy.
I assume
with the beady eyes. This is the guy that stole the identity. The big head guy with the beady eyes.
That guy looks crazy as fuck.
The poor homeless guy that this motherfucker stole his identity from.
He seen his head of hair and was jealous.
I don't know what he was.
I get it.
It's fucking crazy though. I mean, this poor guy went to jail and fucking mental hospitals, and it was real. And you're trying to convince people that it's really you. An outhouse rat.
Right.
I guess an outhouse rat is crazy, right, David? This next thing, I just got a video. Whole stare. It has no clue what's coming.
That shit crazy.
So I just threw this extra on there.
Wisconsin is facing up to 32 years in prison for an identity.
County man says he received a ticket he did not deserve. The video is making its way around social media, garnishing thousands of views. The driver is now speaking up about the incident. 41 NBC's Fiona King spoke with him and has more.
I felt unsafe in the police.
On Wednesday, Lawrence Dixon had a typical day, dropping his son off in the morning and working as an Uber driver. But his afternoon was suddenly interrupted by the sounds of police sirens.
Why aren't you pulling the fuck over?
I had a passenger with me. I was using my GPS to get to the location that I was going to. Never once had my phone in my hand.
Dixon was pulled over at Watson Boulevard and Houston Road in Houston County. Dixon mentioned his phone was on his phone mount during the entire ride. His dash cam also recorded all angles of his Uber ride. On Wednesday, there was heightened police presence due to the Thunder Task Force operation, where the Grand Rapids Police Department and the Governor's Office of Highway Safety stopped drivers at undisclosed checkpoints. Most of their focus was on those speeding, driving under the influence, or not wearing seatbelts.
I just thought to myself, like, hey, I'm under compliance. You know, I have my license, I have my insurance, work hard for these things. I'm like, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, I don't feel like I should be pulled over. As soon as I said that or thought that, that's when I got pulled over.
His initial thoughts once he realized he was being pulled over.
It's unbelievable. Like, I knew he must be trying to stop somebody else other than me. We were at the red light, and we were the first to go. So I knew we weren't speeding.
Somebody get a fucking haircut?
Must be. That's fucking loud in the background.
Dixon expressed various emotions about the incident, but mostly he says he felt unsafe.
As long as they have the operation going on, even though I know I'm in compliance, of course, I felt like that was going to be a reoccurring thing. They were pulling over multiple cars, one after another, and they lied.
He believes the Georgia State Patrol troopers should face disciplinary action.
Very aggressive, and you don't feel like you could really approach them or talk to them.
Gave him a ticket?
You know, he was shut down right away, and
from what I understand, he got pulled over. The cops like, you had your cell phone in your hand, okay? I don't know why he said he felt scared and stuff. The cop didn't look overly aggressive or anything. What I will,
you know why he said that.
Oh, yeah, I know that. But my thing is, okay, I will give this man props on this. And anybody else is watching, it's not law enforcement. Do you see what he did? He did what the cop said. He gave him his stuff. He didn't get all uppity and all that bullshit, okay? Hey, cops are people too. They make mistakes. Maybe it looked like he had his phone in his hand for that cop, thought that for a reason. All right, hey, what have I said? We've said before, take your ticket, fight it in court. He took his ticket. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got resisted arrest.
He's got a dash cam. He's gonna
and guess what? He's got the dash. You know, you got your dash cam. Bring it with you to court. Put it online. That's what you put it online.
It helps.
The department saw it, and they called him up and said, your ticket is dismissed. We apologize for the mistake. The guy made a mistake and wrote a ticket. He didn't like shoot you in the face, something they couldn't take back. Okay, shit happens like that. Cops aren't perfect. That's what people's got to realize, right? So I mean, I think, but this man, this man props because he handled the situation great, and everybody walked away from it. That's how you act.
The way you do it, you make noise after you're done with the cops.
Yeah, let him do his job. Fight in court later.
Didn't take time to listen.
Dixon says he received a phone call Wednesday night from the Georgia Department of Public Safety apologizing for the incident. The representative told Dixon he'd seen the video online and would be tossing out the tickets. I also reached out to the Georgia Department of Public Safety to confirm what had happened. They released a statement saying, when a matter regarding one of our troopers is brought to our attention, we take it seriously. Mr. Dixon was contacted directly yesterday by Georgia State Patrol personnel. After further investigation into the incident, the charge against Mr. Dixon was dismissed. Dixon says he had prepared for a situation like this.
Protect yourself as much as possible. Always have license, have your insurance, have your documents together, and also have dash cam footage of what's going on, because you never know.
In Warner Robins, Fiona King.
Okay. But, you know, the cops made a mistake. I saw something like, the reason I put this up is like, the dude handled it correctly. Oh, have your driver's license and insurance. Yeah, you're supposed to have all that shit when you're driving, okay? It's not like something special. You didn't do anything special. You just happen to be driving legal like you're supposed to be. But you handled yourself good. You didn't act like a friggin' ghetto thug and want to do all the other shit, because then you'd have probably ended up in jail, okay?
Shot.
Or something like that. Hey, them personal car dash cameras are fucking great. I think everybody should have them. Like I said, he handled it great. I understand.
Dumbfounds me that every car don't come with one.
I understand, Josh Peffers, that you don't make mistakes or ever have to write apology letters or anything like that. Some of us do make mistakes sometimes. We're not all perfect, unlike you. You know, we all are striving to work our way up to that. This next one here is I saw this, and I was like, I'm just going to put it up because I was like, what the hell? And why? Y'all know I always stress. I'm like, I always tell the truth no matter what it is. Because let me tell you what, you tell the truth, it don't matter. I mean, unless you done murdered somebody. But if you tell the truth, take your licks with it and stuff like that. Especially being a cop. Because once you lose your integrity, you're done. In this, I don't understand why they lied about it. But Hey, don't be screaming, Mr. Peffer. You need to bring the tone down. Calm down. Hoosa, calm down. So, you know, look at him.
Blind man with the shooting charge.
Yeah. But this here, I don't understand why this took place.
The video is making its way around social media, garnishing thousands of views.
News we want to tell you about this noon. 2 Highway Patrol troopers are on administrative leave. Good afternoon to you. I'm Jeff Hogan.
And I'm Renee Chu. Thanks for joining us. It started with an investigation into a deadly crash in October on Capitol Boulevard in Raleigh. The findings resulted in the Wake County District Attorney's Office dismissing 180 cases.
Chelsea Donovan just spoke with the district attorney and joins us now live at the Wake County Justice Center. Chelsea.
All right, so after speaking with District Attorney Lauren Freeman, she told me that she got word last month from someone within the SBI that had concerns about 2 of these troopers that responded to this deadly crash.
State Bureau of Investigations or something. That's the only thing I can guess. I heard that too. SBI. It sounds like you got a lisp when you're trying to say FBI, but it's like probably my F.
The SBI.
Yes, the SBI.
On Capitol Boulevard. That crash happened on October 7th, and she found some information through dash cam and body cam video that the responding troopers' information may not have been entirely truthful and credible as to what happened within that crash. Now, this is video of that deadly crash on October 7th of last year. District Attorney Lauren Freeman says
So if y'all hearing the same thing I said, all right, these troopers, one being a supervisor, went to work this fatality crash. And something saying they lied about what happened. I mean, why would you lie about what's going on in this crash? You're just responding to work the crash.
Yeah.
I don't believe they were chasing this person or anything. They just come to work a fatality crash. And they got caught lying about something. It don't make sense.
Evidence on dash and body camera video that may have indicated Trooper Garrett Maricario could have been providing misleading information. Now, Macario is 26 years old. He was hired on the force back in 2021. Freeman called him historically aggressive on driving while impaired cases, but as of this week, she's had to dismiss all of his cases. So that means all of his cases.
Wow. So it's like he lying, saying this person was drunk. I mean, I'm saying, like I said, you get to work this crash. What the fuck are you lying about? Just write the fucking crash on how it happened. Why would you have to lie about it?
I don't get it. There's something.
It's like I'm going to look into. If I remember, get time, I'm going to try to look into it. I wonder what the hell is he lying about? Now, this guy was like one of them. They got some troopers out there that love working DWIs. This guy used to be one of them. You about to hear it. They had to dismiss every DWI case he has ever done. 180 of them. 180.
In which he brought about charges. This is close to 200 cases. Now, also, his supervisor, 40-year-old Matthew Morrison, has also been put on leave by the Highway Patrol.
Damn.
I think absolutely we believe that credibility among law enforcement is essential to the work that we do on a daily basis. And, we need, in order to be able to seek justice, we've got to be able to trust our officers. And frankly, when we can't, it's disgusting, and it results in us not being able to move forward and hold people accountable.
Now, Freeman told me that she anticipates dismissing the majority of Sergeant Matthew Morrison's cases as well. He's not on the road as much as Trooper Macario, so she doesn't expect it's going to be a high number, like close to 180. This is an investigation that's just started. It's important to note, though, right now, neither of these troopers have been charged with any crimes. They're simply being investigated by the DA's office as well as the SBI. Live in downtown Raleigh.
FBI. My thing, I said, I'm going to try to do some more research on it. I don't understand why would you lie about how a crash happened. Just write the crash on how it happened. I think this is recent, like real recent, like now. I don't understand why. Hey, JoJo, look at it. JoJo got to jump in here for a little bit.
That's awesome sauce.
I don't know if you know, JoJo, Freeberg's daughter has recently moved to your country, but I think she's quite a few hours away up around Sydney or something like that. I told her if she ever gets a chance to go to Queensland, she needs to let us know so y'all can visit. Like his daughter's moved down there. She lived with some dude. Love is in the air. Like I said, I don't understand. I'm going to try to do some more research on it. Something's going on.
There had to be something if they went after him and the supervisors, and there was something.
Well, they're saying the supervisor's there too. What's a lot about? I don't understand. Just write the goddamn crash. I mean, what's the problem? And Josh saying he's a stat guy. He probably is. He might be a stat driven guy.
We missed the hell out of you, Miss Kangaroo.
There are stat driven guys out there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna vote on hot nuts. We got the guy that's snitching on the cops.
Mine's the Pakistan woman.
We got the Pakistan woman that won't come home.
She's taking the country over.
She's going to fix the whole country.
No, she is home.
Oh, she is home now?
She needs to stay her ass in Pakistan.
I'm voting for the cop snitcher. We got the pregnant teacher. Oh, it's 13 hours away. I'm not sure if it's there or not. She's not in Queensland. I have to find out where she's at. But she's in the country somewhere where she.
13 hours is right up the road, man.
Yeah, that's about how far Holster is away from me. We got the pregnant school teacher that got pregnant by an 11-year-old, and we got the dude that got his dick frozen to the ground when his pants fell down when he was fighting, and the cops went to arrest him. So we're gonna the frozen dick guy. So that's the one we're gonna vote for. So right now I'm voting for the cop snitcher. We're gonna maybe that's where she's at, and I'm voting for the cop snitcher. And he's voting for the Pakistani woman.
Give it 30 days, JoJo, and your country will be called the United States of Australia. Trump will have to have it written.
Kelly, my phone went dead, so I can't. If you're saying anything on Rumble right now, I can't see it because my phone's dead. Rumble. Oh, that also, while y'all doing that, reminds me, I'm trying to get to 100 followers on Rumble because when I get to 100 followers, I can move into a different tier with the Rumble stuff. So if y'all can, go over there and follow me on Rumble. You ain't got to go watch me. Just you download Rumble and go follow me on Rumble over there. I think I got 44 right now. I'm trying to get up higher so I can get into a different part of Rumble and maybe actually start making a little bit of money on it.
The cop snitch.
Cop snitcher. And David said he's doing with the frozen wiener. And yeah, that's cold nuts. It can't be the frozen wiener one. And we got another cop snitcher. If you, whatever phone you have, they got an app. Just, RUMBLE. It's green. It's actually like a free speech YouTube. They won't kick you off unless you're a pedophile or doing porn on it. You can get in the chats and say whatever the hell you want and don't have to worry about it either. It's really nice. That's where Kelly's been going. And I don't lag and stuff over there as much.
Hang out.
So right now the cop snitcher's got like 4. She's gonna. Joe said she's voting for the frozen ding dong. Yeah, you're gonna have to listen to that one. That one's out of Canada. It's quite funny when you get your pecker frozen to the concrete. Wear a belt, people. Hopefully, Freebird won't be here for the next Wednesday either. I don't think he's getting back to like Thursday. It'll be after the show. So hopefully after that he'll be some catching up to do. After he gets rid of his jet lag, like I said, he's in Barcelona, Spain. He was
really pretty. If
he was in some
photos,
he was in some mountains or something today, and sent some pictures, and was in some castle, and I don't know. He called about somebody. This furniture store had a truck in it and wanted to go boot. He's like, "Can you run over there and boot it?" I'm like, "Dude, it's like 1 o'clock. I'm still at my regular job. I can't do that." And he's like, "Oh, okay." because he forgets because it's 9 o'clock. It was 9 o'clock p.m. over there in Barcelona. All right, I'm glad we got to talk to you for a little bit, JoJo. I'm gonna do something on a weekend so we can get her on. But he forgot it was 9:00 p.m. where he was at, and it was only like 1:00 where we were at over here. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get over there. There, Kelly is my phone went dead. I forgot to charge it. Kelly's going with the pecker on the ground. You going with the frozen pecker too? We almost got about to tie it up. Anybody on X over there want to vote? Since y'all are always so quiet and don't ever say anything or get in the chat or anything, you can add something to it, please. We got six of y'all over there. Like I said, we're just voting. See who got the hot nuts. Right now we are tied up. We're just voting for hot nuts, Aaron.
Hot nuts. We need a vote.
Cop Snitcher and has got 4, and the dude that got his dick frozen to the sidewalk has got 4. They're tied. Pakistani woman, American and Pakistan got 1, and that's it. The teacher didn't get none. So
that's crazy.
You want to break the tie? That's the person that snitched on the cops, and then they made fun of him on social media, and he's boohoo crying about it. Or we got the guy that decided to get in the fight, and then his dick got frozen to the sidewalk.
The frozen dog is just as funny. Fuck it, David. So he's going with the frozen dick? Dick to the ground guy.
Dick.
There you go.
Yeah. So it looks like the dick on the twisted dick on the ground is going to win it. So we're going with that one. Appreciate all y'all voting. Makes it a lot more fun.
Y'all must not have seen all. When it comes out to mainstream the next week, it'll be funny shit.
Hot nut, your mom should have swallowed you. You are a fucking hot nut. A true fucktard. Hot nut, your dad would be disappointed if you knew who he was. Hot nut of the week. Who does that?
Even though he's got cold nuts, there he is.
You must have eaten Danny Cum cakes to be a hot nut like you. Shit, you such a hot nut. I think you have bird seed on your face. Free birds, stop nutting on them. Holstera, put that up. I said no, you can't nut
That's
on
right,
them.
David.
Damn, watch, don't do that, you nasty fuckers.
All right, Billy. Yeah, David's like it's crazy night. We got blind people shooting folks. The guy with his dick stuck in the concrete, and the black guy got run over by a white cop. You're right. That's what I put in there. Hot stories.
A true fucktard. A true fucktard.
We got all kind of good stories.
Yeah,
I can't help how
it's been kind of crazy
I can't help how the stories fall out sometimes. Because sometimes I don't have funny ones. It's just like, oh fuck, I have to go with these serious shit. But not this week. This one just was good.
Your week's going.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I appreciate it.
Wasn't here. He would have got all the good stories.
Yeah. And then Black said, I got all the good stories. I hope everybody has a great week. Pay attention. Like I said, go follow me on Rumble if you get a chance. I'm trying to get to 100 on there. I appreciate it, and we'll try to put out some more coming up shortly. I work a lot on the weekends now. Y'all be safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. Remember, we're no sheepdogs out here. Only lions. I almost cut you off there.
You almost did.
Yeah. We went long tonight.
You've been a lion.
Hope y'all were entertained at your last.
Went long. Almost 2 hours.
Fuck off.
That's good.
The crew hopes to see you back next week. Same time, same place. Bring a friend or foe. We are the lions, kings of the jungle. We don't take no shit. Were you offended by the podcast? Too much cursing, not PC enough. Well, fuck your feelings.